Hello from Glasgow, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the 11th annual ceremony of the Glasgow University Students' Representative Council Student Teaching Awards. Every year, the Student Teaching Awards provide a platform for students at the University of Glasgow to recognize the efforts of academic staff, support staff, and students who enrich their student experience. They are a way for students to say thank you to those people who guided them, supported them, inspired them, who fought their corner, everyone who made a significant contribution to their academic lives. The importance of these awards lies on the input of students. From start to finish, from nominations to shortlisting, student views, experiences, and values are at the heart of the awards. This year, students submitted over 1,100 nominations in categories from Best Advisor of Studies to Best Support Staff, and from Best Research Supervisor to Highly Innovative Teaching. They had a lot to say, a lot to commend, and a lot to be thankful for, and we are here today to celebrate those nominations and the people who received them. During a roller coaster of an academic year described by challenging at best, with students and staff having suddenly found themselves out of the lecture theatre and behind the screen, it has been incredibly heartwarming to see so many taking the time to log on to yet another online forum in order to show their appreciation to people who made these circumstances ever so slightly better. We've heard about the incredible efforts of staff to adapt to the challenges of online learning and create new and exciting ways of teaching and engaging with their students. About staff who were acutely aware of the difficulties students faced and made an extreme effort to appear as approachable as possible, keeping in regular communication with them and using all the technologies at their disposal to ensure the continuation of their learning communities. Staff who had an impact on many students' lives, as well as those whose presence and contribution was transformative to the life of a single student. Those who ensured that teaching had diversity at its core and contributed to shaping not only world-changing professionals and academics, but world-changing personalities. And of course about the students. We're always there to represent their peers, advocate for their interests, and go to great lengths to ensure they are kept informed and included. A huge congratulations is deserved and extended to everyone who was nominated. It has been incredibly humbling to read how you have all had a positive impact on the experience of your students, and you should all be regarded as model examples for everyone at the university who wishes to enhance the students' learning experience. I hope that throughout the day, you all get a glimpse into the amazing efforts many individuals in our university have put into a year of incredible change and adaptation. But before we begin our day-long ceremony and celebration, I have the pleasure to pass over to Professor Moira Fischbacher-Smith, the university's Vice Principal for Learning and Teaching, to open the awards with a few words.
Hello, I'm Moira Fischbacher-Smith. I'm Vice Principal for Learning and Teaching, and I'm really pleased to be able to contribute to the Student Teaching Awards 2021. I want to start by saying thank you to the SRC for organising this for another year. It's a huge event in the annual calendar and one that we always look forward to, not least because it's a great moment to stop and pause and just really reflect on how much staff across the university do for students and how much that's appreciated. And that's always the case in any normal year, but this year in particular, I think it's an opportunity to capture just some of what staff have been doing during probably one of the most challenging years they've ever faced professionally and personally. And I have witnessed across the university a constant commitment to supporting students and to doing the very best. And I'm really looking forward to hearing the nominations being read out and hearing from the students' own voice just how much they appreciate that everything that everybody has done across all types of staff within the university to really support students during the year in which the pandemic has changed everybody's lives in one way or another. So congratulations to all of those of you who have won tonight. Congratulations to all of those of you who have been shortlisted, and then also to those of you who've been nominated. And thank you ever so much to all of the students who've taken the time to nominate, the members of staff who've supported you and who've taught you. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Advisors of studies have the ability to shape a student's academic future and their academic identity. A good advisor of studies not only provides good advice, but also inspires the students to achieve their true and best potential. Therefore, our first award goes to the Best Advisor of Studies. And our nominees are Dr. Catherine Price, for someone who goes above and beyond to check on your students. Describe our students as genuinely one of the nicest people they have ever met. Catherine is supportive and guides students through the right decisions for them, giving them crucial advice, and always helps them to find their way. For students, Catherine is someone they can rely on to offer advice whenever they need it and who comes across as being always available for them. Our second nominee is Dr. Helena Pettison for the warm energies she exudes. Helena's students feel provided with unconditional support, with them always being incredibly approachable and non-judgmental as their advisor. In Helena, they find a funny and welcoming personality who is regarded as a true asset to the university and whom any university could be very lucky to have. Our third nominee is Dr. Sean McGinty for always making the effort to reach out and make students feel that they are approachable. Recognised by students as someone who will go to great lengths to help them, seeking out any relevant information in order to provide them with appropriate and very relevant advice. Sean is truly appreciated and is recognised as one of the strongest advisors in the faculty. No matter it's too great or small, and students feel that they will always be fully supported by Sean. Our fourth nominee is Dr. Fiona Dowell for always having, and right now virtual, door open to students. Students see Fiona as someone approachable, supportive, and amazing at guiding them through difficult times and any challenging decisions. Fiona is someone who students always feel like they can talk to about both university career and also personal life matters, and who will always be there to lend a helping hand. Our fifth and final nominee is Dr. Matthew Barr for always making students feel welcomed and valued at the university. Matthew is someone who always engages with all students and supports them through any difficulties they experience. Students feel they are provided with relevant and helpful advice and see Matthew as someone who will go above and beyond for students regardless of their level of study. Matthew is someone students look forward to engaging with and feel they can stay in touch with all at any times and rely on to listen with care and help them to find solutions to any of their problems. And the winner is Matthew Barr. Congratulations.
So let me just say thank you so much for this. You've no idea how happy it makes me to receive this particular award. Looking after our students on the graduate apprenticeship program is so important, and I'm delighted that students feel supported in the way they do. So thank you to the students who made this happen. I'd also like to thank the school's student support officer, Una Marie Dara, who does a fantastic job of supporting our students across computing science, but also provides me with invaluable guidance and support. And a shout out to our employer liaison team. That's Anna Doyle and Claire Johnson, who support me day to day in looking after our employer partners. And without their help, I wouldn't be able to support the students in the way that I do. So thanks to you both. Thanks to Una Marie, and thank you to the students. Much appreciated.
The following 4 awards are in the category of Best College Teacher. These awards recognise teachers in each college who show a passion for their subject, who inspire students beyond the classroom, and who help students enhance their academic skills. Starting with Best College Teacher for Arts, our nominees are Dr. Vasiliki Kolukatruni, whose knowledge, genuine passion and enthusiasm for her subject is very clear to all of her students. Vasiliki encourages students to contribute and think critically, and consistently aims to challenge and inspire students with thought-provoking, relevant and engaging material. Students feel that their feedback is listened to and are inspired with confidence in their subject area and in life. Vasiliki did not let online teaching stop her from connecting with students, with efforts to engage going far beyond the classroom, from organising extracurricular activities to social Zoom sessions to facilitate student interaction. Next up is Dr. Laura Rattray, an academic incredibly inspiring to students. with enthusiasm for her subject always shining through. Laura's positivity makes classes very enjoyable, and her passion for the subject easily rubs off on students. Through openness to feedback and understanding that not everything is going to be enjoyed by everyone, students feel comfortable in the class and in discussing everything about the course. Students feel extremely supported and recognise the great sense of community and friendship Laura has helped build between students in the class. Our next nominee is Dr. Shamil Kairov, a teacher whose engaging methods and learning materials exceed all expectations. Shamil's passion for the Russian language is a true inspiration, helping students excel in the course and feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of it. Students leave the class not only learning the language, but useful references to Russian culture and literature. Shamil is attentive to everyone and is always quick to support anyone who may be struggling with a particular aspect of the course. For all this, students truly look forward to their classes every single week. Next up is Miss Judith Garcia Obrador, a teacher who makes language learning really special through her passion for promoting the Catalan and Spanish language. Judith's efforts towards students go far beyond the classroom, regularly organising events for them to practice the language and learn more about the culture. Judith goes as far as to organise exchanges with other universities, currently on Zoom, for her students and others who are interested. Judith's classes are truly transformative for her students, and her efforts in promoting student learning are very clear. And our final nominee is Dr. Johanna Gray, a teacher valued for her engagement, passion, and stimulating teaching technique. Teaching a course that normally requires seeing documents in person, Johanna successfully engaged with students online and adapted her teaching to new technologies. Johanna's own joy of teaching is enough to create enthusiasm in students, and her handling of sensitive discussion topics and care to student well-being is incredibly appreciated. Johanna inspires students to engage with their existing research interests and is always open to discussions outside of class. And the winner is Dr. Vasiliki Polukatruni.
This is such an incredible honour. I couldn't be more proud of our students at Glasgow, of your open-mindedness, your critical spirit, the communities that you build, the great work that you do while at the university and beyond. And to be recognised by you as someone who supports and inspires and empowers you in that work is the greatest reward. It really means the world to me. I know too that the awards this year will have a special significance, a special poignancy for everyone, given the extraordinary circumstances that we are facing. But the news of this wonderful recognition came at a particularly difficult time in my own life, and it brought me strength and great joy. I am so deeply grateful to you, and I thank you from the heart.
The next award is for Best College Teacher with an MVLS. Our nominees are Dr. Emma Reid, a teacher who students recognise go above and beyond to help them and always listens to their concerns. Emma is a fantastic lecturer, always clearly explaining things and providing engaging content. Emma's students truly feel cared about and find the input they've provided with always helpful. Emma has a great impact on her students' learning experience and is regarded not only as a teacher, but also as a wonderful support for her students. Dr. Canon McKernan, someone whose passion is so clearly visible to students and has gone to great lengths to inspire students both inside and outside the classroom. Karen provides many insightful resources in her teaching and has successfully made online learning extremely enjoyable. Karen's students always feel supported and she actively engages with them to answer any questions they may have. Professor Paul Rea, a teacher who always engages with their students with a warm, positive and can-do attitude. Paul is very attentive to student questions and answers every question in depth, showcasing his knowledge in the field and inspiring students. The resources Paul provides are of great value and has successfully adapted all teaching to be delivered online in a clear and understandable manner. Paul draws from specific personal experiences to help students navigate, which allows them to relate with the topic. Dr. Sharon Snedden, who conveys to students that they care about ensuring they understand a topic that is considered incredibly challenging. Sharon explains things really well and makes the subject of embryology interesting, uses innovative techniques to engage with students with a dedication and lecturing style that makes the topic understandable and approachable. Sharon is regarded as exceptionally friendly and kind, created a safe atmosphere in the classroom and outside through organising informal events to connect with students and provide a platform for community building. Dr. Sonia Taylor, a teacher recognised for her passion about teaching and a friendly manner towards students. Sonia goes the extra mile to ensure students' interest in the course as well as their well-being, regularly staying connected with individual emails to check on students. Sonia makes the effort to know all students and put an incredible effort to provide excellent teaching in the shift to online. Always offering time to explain topics a student may struggle with, Sonia helps students prepare for the future by giving them professional advice. And the winner is Dr. Sonia Taylor.
When I'd heard I'd won this award, I can't tell you how delighted and very humbled I was to be recognised by the students in this way. The Student Teaching Awards really mean a lot because they're nominated by the students, and I would like to thank the students for nominating someone this year. It really does mean a great deal. I'd also like to thank the SRC for putting on the awards ceremony, but also for the amazing job that they do helping and supporting our students throughout the year. So once again, thank you very much. I am absolutely thrilled to have received this award. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you once again. It really means a lot.
The next award is for the Best College Teacher in Science and Engineering. The nominees are Dr. Linnea Soler, known for her positivity, friendliness and warmth. She cultivates a comfortable environment where students are able to ask questions during and outside class hours. Her lectures are always engaging and interesting, and her students feel that she treats them like people and not pixels through a screen, through her openness to hear from them and have conversations about the class topics and beyond. Her use of Microsoft Teams has been instrumental in engaging with students and fostering a supportive community atmosphere. Dr. Emily Nordman, a passionate teacher who has the ability of explaining difficult statistical concepts clearly and simply to students of all ages and educational backgrounds. She's patient in guiding students and has built multiple communication channels with them, which makes her students feel that she genuinely cares. Her students learn how the skills they gain will help them develop into competitive graduates, and her passion for inclusivity shows through the teaching resources she includes about a diversity of populations. She puts a smile on students' faces, and her classes are always ones to look forward to. Dr. Gethin Norman is someone who goes above and beyond to ensure his students have a good understanding of the subject. Always willing to answer questions, students are aware of his openness to feedback and feel comfortable with providing constructive criticism that is always addressed. The effort and passion he puts into his teaching is clearly visible, and he is described as always kind, helpful, and someone who cares about his students. Gordon Headley, a teacher who successfully provided a comprehensive and interactive lab experience online in a subject that traditionally relies on face-to-face teaching. His communication to students is warm and comforting regardless of the difficulty of the subject, which shows his students how understanding he is of difficulties they may face. His teaching is inspiring and is always open to working with students outside the classroom to help them understand concepts they find challenging. Dr. Li Zhang, described as a very patient, responsible, passionate and well-experienced teacher. He is someone who goes above and beyond to help students identify and explore their research interests. Dr. Li Zhang's students feel that he cares about them as he's always open to providing advice, help them overcome difficulties and explain questions thoroughly and in detail. He improves students' knowledge of the subject by mentioning relevant state-of-the-art technologies, the significance behind each topic, and by nudging students to dig more into the subject themselves. And the winner is Dr. Emily Nordman.
Thank you all so much for this award. It's so amazing to get this at the end of such a crazy year. This award should not be individual this year. Thank you to all of my friends, my colleagues, my increasing collection of work wives, my actual wife, everyone from across the college, management, everyone. This year has been a team effort. Obviously, it's very nice to get an individual award, but yes, thank you to everyone who has helped me through it, and thank you as well to the students for kind of just playing along and coming with us on this. It has been certainly an interesting year, but it's such a wonderful way to end it. So thank you so much. It really does mean the world.
The Best College Teacher in Social Sciences Award recognises and rewards excellent teaching and teachers across the College of Social Sciences, with students nominating staff who have helped them to understand difficult concepts, inspired them to keep working hard, and who have provided an all-round fantastic learning and teaching experience to our students. The nominees for Best College Teacher in Social Sciences are Miss Susie Marshall, whose teaching has been commended by students in the School of Education. Students have nominated Susie for the passion shown for the subject and support that has been provided to students, with Susie checking in on them as they go out on placement and being described as the type of teacher that we should strive to become. Next is Dr. Craig Gurney, who despite only recently joining U of G has already made a big impact for students in the School of Social and Political Sciences. Rising to the challenge of online teaching, Dr. Gurney's classes have been described by students as being extremely engaging, with multiple students describing how they actively look forward to being in class each week. Next is Mr. Mark Berslin, whose teaching in the School of Education has been praised by students for its valuable content and Mark's engaging delivery. Taking care to teach in accessible language and using modern and relevant materials, Mark's teaching is highly regarded by students, as is Mark's willingness to have open discussions with students on any questions they have during class. Next is Dr. Patrick Bell, who has delivered excellent and engaging teaching for students in the School of Social and Political Sciences. Students recall always leaving Dr. Bell's classes feeling like they have learned something significant, which is a testament to the engaged teaching and to ample opportunities provided for feedback, with students also recalling the impact made outside of the classroom, including making a donation to Mary's Meals on behalf of the class for World Porridge Day. Finally, Dr. Georgios Kreotis, whose passion for students has inspired students in the School of Social and Political Sciences. Dr. Kreotis' students recall the friendly environment in class and the inclusive and dynamic environment, encouraging students to take part in debates on the subject and using relevant metaphors to explain difficult theoretical concepts. And the winner of the Best College Teacher in Social Sciences Award is Dr. Patrick Bell. Congratulations.
Our next category is Best Dissertation Supervisor. This award recognises dissertation supervisors who have provided exceptional guidance to their students throughout the whole dissertation process, helped build students' enthusiasm and interest in their dissertation topics, and helped build students' critical thinking and independent working. And our nominees are Dr. Janice Davidson, who shows a real interest and enthusiasm for the dissertation topics of her supervisees. Janice challenges students throughout the dissertation process to justify their decisions, contest their assumptions, while stretching their thinking and understanding. Always supportive, asking insightful and thoughtful questions, and empowering students to commit to their own decisions. The advice Janice gives is instrumental to building students' understanding of the publication process and how to best share their work. Students are inspired to consider their own identities as scholars and researchers. Dr. Daniela Castillo-Camillo, a supervisor who inspires students to look at their topic as one for further research. Daniela is incredibly supportive, patiently talking students through the dissertation process step by step. Students find Daniela's contribution crucial in keeping their research topic interesting and exciting, treating all difficulties as a challenge and helping them come to a solution. They always feel encouraged in their pursuit of an academic career. Professor Kathleen Riach, recognised by students for a friendly and very supportive approach. Kathleen is an inspiring and encouraging supervisor throughout the process, providing continuous support and reassurance for students, always maintaining regular communication with students and helping them set manageable deadlines. Students see Kathleen as someone who inspires enthusiasm and increases their confidence in their own research skills and writing abilities. Kathleen helps students become passionate about their own research topics. Dr. Chiara Horlin, a kind, supportive, calming, and inspiring supervisor to her students. Chiara's dedication to students shine through, as she is never too busy to reply to their questions, and every question is as important as the last. Students feel encouraged in their passions and enthusiasm towards research, and feel Chiara has created a warm sense of community amongst them. Her students feel there is a perfect balance between working independently and feeling supported, and knowing that she would always go the extra mile for them. Dr. Lei Zhang, a supervisor who will go to great lengths to teach students about their research. Lei is a selfless, gentle, and responsible supervisor who is well respected by all students. Making sure to introduce students to others, Lei ensures they connect to people who could guide them in their scientific research and always recommends extensive relevant reading lists to them. Lei takes care so that the students create a perfect understanding of their topic and are personally instructed in their research journey. And the winner is Dr. Janice Davidson.
Thank you very much for this award. I'm so pleased and grateful to be recognised in this way. Supervising students' dissertations is a really rewarding part of my job. It's great to get the chance to share my research interests with students, and I enjoy helping them develop their skills in research. It's been such a challenging time this year for staff and students alike. I'd like to congratulate all the other nominees and winners and all the students who successfully completed their dissertations this year. Well done, everyone, and thanks very much.
Our next award is for Best Graduate Teaching Assistant. This award recognizes graduate teaching assistants who make an excellent contribution to the learning experience, who have inspired students to study beyond the classroom, and who show clear passion and excitement for their subject matter. Our nominees are Charlotte Lebervet, who regularly goes above and beyond in order to inspire her students to learn. Charlotte is very passionate about the role of GTA and always ensures that lessons are as engaging and interactive as possible, regularly asking students for feedback on how they can improve. Students feel comfortable about online learning because of Charlotte's advice and approach, giving them French film and podcast recommendations to further their knowledge, and even going as far as running weekly French TV night in her own time. Kevin Liomo, who has gone out of his way to provide high-quality teaching for his students and has been incredibly committed and passionate about providing the best learning experience possible. Kevin takes his duty of care over his classes and his prep with utmost respect, ensuring a high standard of teaching is provided to all of his students. The amount of work Kevin does for the subject area and his students cannot be overstated. He's helpful, friendly, kind, and encouraging to everyone. Students also commend him for his commitment to inclusivity in classroom, doing all he can to broaden the spectrum of work studied in the course he teaches. Dario Mortini, who has been extremely supportive of students. During a time when human interaction is very lacking, Dario provides much needed energy and connection, always opening Zoom lessons early and allows students to stay it on after so they can discuss new ideas, while also checking in with students regarding their well-being, something that is greatly appreciated during these difficult times. Dario is always trying to improve, to learn from students, to help them, and for that, they're extremely grateful. Kulnicha Michayo, whose detailed explanations and professional knowledge have helped students greatly. Students are impressed by Kulnicha's capacity to be gentle and encouraging, which inspires in them the confidence to speak, think, and participate in teaching activities. Following tutorials, students feel that Kulnicha has covered the topic extensively and always makes sure to explain any points which aren't understood. Kulnicha's patience, friendliness, understanding, and encouragement inspire students to do their very best. Arthur Galuchev, who consistently goes beyond and above in every single tutorial, giving extremely in-depth introductions and
poses well-considered and helpful questions to the class. Arthur students particularly praise the mid-tutorial polls used as a way of engaging with everyone in the Zoom call, as no one is ever left behind. They are also sent detailed notes after classes and recognize Arthur is always happy to answer questions throughout the week. Students write that they would be lost without Arthur, and they are very grateful for the time and effort he puts into his role. And the winner is Kevin Leomo. Congratulations.
Hi everyone. I'm extremely honoured to accept the Student Teaching Award for Best Graduate Teaching Assistant. Congratulations to all the other shortlisted candidates. While I'm delighted to be singled out for this award, I'd like to take the time to recognise the work that all GTAs do and may not necessarily receive the credit for. Sometimes it's forgotten that we're actually all still students too, balancing teaching with our respective PhD research. On that note, I'd also like to acknowledge the work that different organisations do in advocating for improving the GTA experience, including the Students' Representative Council, the PhD Society, and UCU Glasgow. I wouldn't be in this position without the support and encouragement from my supervisors, Dr. Drew Hammond and Dr. Jane Stanley. In particular, I'd like to thank Jane for providing me the opportunity to be a GTA since my first year as a PhD student, working on the brilliant project Composition in the Classroom. I've tried to channel her energy, drive, and wit in my approach to learning and teaching. Finally, I wouldn't be here without my students, whom I'd also like to thank for putting me forward for this award, but also for helping me to develop as a teacher and for energizing me during this past year of online teaching. Thank you.
And our next award is for Best Research Supervisor. This award recognizes research supervisors who inspire students' research to go in new directions, who have provided support and guidance throughout a student's research, and who made students aware of opportunities to support their research. And our nominees are Dr. Julie McAdam and Professor Evelyn Arispe as exceptional joint supervisors. They effectively and efficiently guide students through research design with compassionate, inspiring, and encouraging words in every step of the way. Students feel they foster creativity and curiosity, making the research journey more exciting. The nominees create opportunities for their students and encourage them to seek out others, and have built a wonderful community of PhD researchers within their area of children's literature that is incredibly valuable to the students. Mr. Nicholas Beecher for providing students with incredible research opportunities. Heavily involved in all aspects of research, guiding students through ethics, data processing, and statistics. Nicholas is aware of students' different educational backgrounds and encourages them based on the passion seen in them, not just their background. Nicholas inspires students to follow their passion and play a key role in shaping their future career. Students see Nicholas as a wonderful reflection on the university. Dr. Cristina Delgado Garcia, who creates an inclusive and collaborative space that nurtures the academic and personal development of students. Christina's kindness and openness foster a relationship of respect, where honest and effective communication between supervisor and researcher is encouraged. Students commend Christina's invaluable support to their projects and in pursuing funding and training opportunities. The theatre seminars Christina organises to bring students closer to academics and practitioners are inspiring, and the unwavering motivation Christina encourages in students is regarded as one of the most vital contributions to their success. Dr. Paul Welsh for being kind, encouraging, patient, and passionate. In the students' eyes, these are the qualities that make an exceptional supervisor. Paul is understanding of the students' struggles and works with them to construct plans on how to adapt their research route to be the most effective and appropriate for them. Paul is regarded as supportive, advising on all aspects of the research process and beyond, and always trying to point out the small victories against the larger picture. The students feel guided to understand and combat challenges, and Paul never lets them feel like a disappointment. Dr. Sergio Gergina, who students can rely on to always be available to discuss their research. Always easy to reach, approachable, and supportive. Sergio's feedback on work is consistently constructive and allows students to develop their work further. This nominee encourages students' participation in different events, training and conferences that will advance their academic career. Students see Sergio as someone who is exceptional in helping them incorporating their personality in their research, making the subject more interesting. And the winner is Dr. Paul Welsh.
Still can't believe that I've been nominated for this award, let alone won it. I'm not at all sure I deserve it, but thank you very much to the people that nominated me, and thank you very much to the SRC for the hard work and thought that goes into these teaching awards. I know it's very much appreciated across the university. It's obviously been a really difficult year for everyone. Staff and students have been consistently amazed at the resilience and determination and generally good nature of all the students that I've had the pleasure of teaching this year, undergraduates, postgraduates and research students. But obviously I'd like to thank in particular my own research students, Rosie, Lulwa, Hanan and Tahani in recent years. If I've had any success at all in teaching, it's down to the fact that they are brilliant people. They're going to be incredible scientists. They're 10 times more talented than I'll ever be. And to top it all off, they're wonderful people too, which, to be honest, makes my job one of the easiest job in the world. I'd like to thank the people that have really influenced and inspired me, in particular, Gordon Lowe and Naveed Sattar, who've given me so much in the way of inspiration and opportunities. And finally, I'd also like to thank all the wonderful people that the students don't quite see so much in ICAMS and MVLS, the administrators and the support teams that enable teaching and research and do such a wonderful job. And in particular, the technical teams as well, the technicians, my own technicians, Elaine, Emma and Philip, that keep everything running smoothly and enable so much teaching and research for me. So that's the end of my thank you list. Thank you for the award. It really is appreciated, even if it